Yes, this is Anthony. That's you.
This
talking?
is Anthony. Yeah, this is
Okay.
Anthony.
How are you, Anthony?
I'm okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're at 7:35. And real quick, I want to go over the agenda for tonight. So this is Zwift's 2023 Black Celebration Series. And thank you guys for allowing us to honor your clubs, your work in the community, and coming aboard to be ride leaders for your clubs. We have Andrew on the line. Andrew Pruitt. Did I say your last name the right way?
Putt, like the golf shot.
Yeah. Can you do a brief introduction and just a little background? This is my 4th round doing Zwift's Black Celebration Series, and every single experience has been great. It has allowed me and Level Up to share our mission on the Zwift platform worldwide. And Zwift has always been very open to allowing me to kind of express ideas I get from you guys and from the Black cycling community. And they've always been very helpful and open to allowing us to kind of lead the way and how we can best partner with them on their platform. So when Black Celebration Series came up this year, celebrating clubs was at the forefront of the agenda, and it just all worked out and everybody is here. So just take a minute, Andrew, if you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Erica. And it's really great to meet all of you. My name is Andrew Putt. I work at Zwift. I've been here for about 2 years now. Lifelong, super passionate cyclist, and been on the marketing team here since I started on. So I've had the honor of working with Erica to sort of put together this year's Black Celebration Series, which it's my first time working on this project, but it's been really just a delight working with Erica, who 4 years in comes with a wealth of knowledge. So yeah, without further ado, we can get into the details of, what it takes to be a ride leader. I know Erica has a lot of experience there, but I'm happy to answer any questions, comments, concerns that may come up. I've been a Zwifter for a long time, led multiple group rides myself. So look at that kit.
Look at this.
Just real quick before we get started.
Let's take a few minutes, you guys, to kind of introduce yourselves, your name, first and last name, your club, and where you were located, because I understand we may not be where our club is headquartered. So whoever want to start, go ahead.
All right, this is Anthony. I'll start. I'm with Major Taylor, Chicago, out of Chicago. I live in Stager in one of the suburbs. Been with the club for about, Sean, how long now? About 3 years now?
About 3 years, yes.
And looking forward to participating. Just want to let you guys know I'm warming up to race at 7:10 my time. So if I pop out at 7 o'clock, you'll know why.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good
So
luck.
you'll hear me.
Good luck. Who's next? I'll call you out. Jason, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, you did. Thank you. Who's next?
And let's keep it with Terry Armour, a rapper, Major Taylor, Chicago. I built a club about 8 years. And I've been Zwifting for probably 5 years. So looking forward to see what's going on. Be happy
Awesome.
to do whatever.
Thank you, Terry.
All right, I'll go.
All right, let me go because I'm at track practice right now. I'm Sean Conley. I'm with Major Taylor, Chicago. I stepped away from practice for a moment. We got a lot going on, so you probably hear the girls' basketball game and all of that stuff going on. So I'm gonna go back on mute.
but I'm happy to be here. I've been with Major Taylor Chicago, I think for like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. And I'm happy to be a part of this.
Thank you, Shai. Who's next?
Hi,
Okay,
this is Fernando.
Hi, Fernando.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I'm with Major Taylor. Been with them for like 4 years now. So also been Swifting like for over 4 years. So I'm ready to roll.
Let's roll. Who's next? Go ahead, Roger.
Okay. All right. My name is Roderick Allen. I'm here in Houston, Texas. I found Push and Watch Cycling. We're not a club, but we're a group of family members that like to cycle. I've been Zwifting for maybe the last 3 years. I took a hiatus because me and Zwift didn't get along for a little bit, but okay, we're back at it. So look forward to riding with all you guys.
Roderick is one of the, Push and Watts is also a bike shop in Katy, Texas. Did I say that right? Katy, Texas. So we're honoring them week 4 on the calendar. Thank you, Roderick. Who's next?
Yeah.
No problem.
Carter.
Want to give everybody a chance to shine before I take all the light. What's up, y'all? It's me, Anthony Carter. Hey, Mr. Carter, race director for GII race team, adamant GII Cyclist Club member. You know, one of the East Coast personalities of cycling. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it fun, keep it passionate. I've been Zwifting probably since 2000. Maybe when they first came out. I think I might have joined when they first came out. So I've been Zwifting for a long time. And I'm looking forward to getting our shine on this next month, making a huge impact. And you see, I got the Zwift kit. I'm already ready, y'all. You see it? I got the Zwift kit. I'm already ready.
Well, we need y'all spots on the calendar, okay? Because we don't have that yet. So let's get that going.
Yeah, I got all the week 2. Every day week 2. Mine.
Okay, we need to know what week. We got to put that in the game. So get that. If I need to send you the link again, Carter, to put the names and the ride leaders so we can assign you inside the game. Let's see who we got. Mike Brown.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike Brown from the Tricycle Group. I'm the founding member the founding partner of the Tricycle Cafe Bike Shop and owner of the Velodrome Bike Shop here in Philly. Also one of the founders of Soar Foundation Racing. I haven't done a lot of Zwifting because I train on rollers and it doesn't, I mean, I guess it's compatible, but you know, I'll do Zwift so that it breaks up the monotony and I'm not staring at a wall for an hour and a half. So I'm trying to give Carter a run for his money, but it's a lot of people from Chicago over here, Carter. So we might have to team up a little bit and get on them.
Who we have left? David?
Yeah, I'm here. I just left my, probably can't see me. I'm in the dark and driving, so I'm trying to be safe out here, but just let my son's swim practice. But I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm with Bank City Bike Club. We started in 2020, I believe. I am not one of the founders, but one of the at least founding members that started out with the club beginning of the pandemic, I guess, in March of 2020. But I have been Zwifting maybe a couple of years. I kind of started doing Peloton in like 2015. So this Zwift started when we started with the bike club as a way to kind of ride together in the colder months. But that's me.
Thank you so much, David. And I think we have Walt.
Yeah, hey, how's it going? Walt,
Hey, Walt.
I'm a ride leader for Major Taylor Chicago. And yeah, I lead rides for Dirt too. I ride with Dirt. So I'm on Zwift. It's probably more than I should be, you know. It's a little too easy to Like, well, it's really nice today, but I'd have to take my bike off the trainer. So yeah, it's good. Keeps me in shape. So
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So we're going to get right into it. We sent out the Ride Leader Guide 2 or 3 times. So I hope you guys had an opportunity to like really read it, because we do have a code of conduct and expectations for the ride, because you are representing your club, you are representing Zwift, you are hosting the entire platform. So, you know, you can have 100+ riders at one time that is paying attention to you and going at your pace. So I'm absolutely not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to, you know, kind of point out some things that made a big difference for me, and made every ride that I hosted was awesome. Like, I had a great time. I talked the entire time during the duration of the ride. Everybody was very talkative during the ride, and it mentioned that here. But first and foremost, make sure that you're on Zwift at least 30 minutes ahead of time. Make sure you don't have any technical issues. You're pedaling. I usually get on at least 15 minutes before it's time to take off and just start pedaling. Make sure everything, because sometimes you could get disconnected. And if you get disconnected from your ride, you're in trouble. Like, there's nothing you can do. You can't call me, you can't call Andrew and say, can you get me back into our ride? Is that correct, Andrew? We can't do that. So that's pretty much.
Yeah. Worst fail, like most ultimate fail safe situation would be you have another club member on the ride who's in the game, and something happens with you, but you happen to know one of your counterparts is riding, right? Assuming it's during like fairly normal hours, which all these rides are, and you send if you don't all have my email, Eric, I'm totally comfortable. Feel free to pass it out. You could always email me, and we could do our best, but it'll take time. So I think going with Erica's protocol is a safe way to ensure we don't have hiccups.
Right. Yeah, you can definitely reach out, but it can happen. You can have a snafu 10 minutes left into your ride, 15 minutes left. So it'll be really hard to get you back in the ride at that point. So you want to, you know, get on your bike, fire up everything, fire up your trainer, get on your companion, you know, test it out and just start rolling. And once your ride start, you'll be sitting in the pit, and you'll see everybody start showing up. So here it says about 5 minutes prior to your ride, where is it? You start talking, start your conversation, right? While you're in the pen, see it says 10 to 15 before your event starts. So while you're in the pen, on the right side, this is your companion. Somebody, I'm not sure who I was talking to, but somebody didn't have their companion on your phone. So for these events, you have to have the Zwift software as well as access to the companion. The companion is how you're going to talk and communicate with everybody on the ride, okay? So 5 minutes ahead of time, start welcoming everybody. For myself, I introduce myself, I introduce Level Up. I start asking everybody where they're from. And that's the most fun part for me, to see where everybody is from. It's so cool to say, when people say, I'm from this part of Germany, I'm from this part of China, I'm from Japan. So all the excitement begins right then and there. And you know exactly who you're talking to and who your audience is. Mind you, you're the ride leader, you have this beacon. So everything you say will pop up across everybody's screen. Okay, their comments will pop up on the side, but your comments will pop up in their face, in the middle of the screen, during the entire ride. So I use that as an opportunity to introduce Level Up, to introduce our mission. After we do the greetings and everybody say where they're from, so I kind of just roll into it. The entire time I ask questions, I ask people where they're from. I asked, have they ever ridden in the United States? Have they been to Miami? Have they ever heard? Just conversation to keep the ride fun. But the expectation from Zwift is to keep the pace around 2W/kg. That's your power output, basically, right, Andrew? I just know to look to the side of my companion, the side of your screen, and it tells you how much you're putting out. So you want to keep that at 1.5 to 2W. Can you guys see where I'm at right here? Can you see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I think
Anybody familiar with that? Because it's not based off pace, it's based off your output.
Right.
Watts per kilogram.
Right.
Basically a zone 2 ride.
Yeah. I think the idea is, keep it casual, social, conversational. Erica's touching on, I think, a great point. By putting this information out at the beginning of the ride and saying, hey, I'm the ride leader and this is the pace I'm going to be riding. It's safe to expect that you'll always have, people who want to go off and treat it like a race. And obviously, you got to let them, because there's going to be, like Erica said, there can be hundreds of people. The majority of the people, they're there to, engage with the community, engage with you as a ride leader, learn about the club, kind of just learn about what, you have going on, what makes this unique. And they're going to stick with you. So, I urge you not to stress if you see people shooting off the front. Not a big deal. I think if you kind of establish, this is the pace I'm going to be cruising at, I found that works out really well for everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to assure you they will run off the front as soon as you're let out of the pen, because people are already warming up too. So they're ready to go. Just let them go. It's your ride. People will stay next to you, close to you. Make sure your team members, if you have any other club members, make sure they're with you as well, setting the pace of the ride. But it really is, they really are genuinely interested in the conversation that you're having. So what I usually do is hold my phone in my hand and I chat from my phone while I run Zwift on my computer. That's how I usually have my own setup. So, and make sure you establish ahead of time your pace, what you're going to do and what you're going to talk about. And everybody sees that before the event kick off, before everybody's let out of the pit. And it's all your show, like it's all under your control. This is a huge opportunity. Once again, I can't stress it enough. It's a huge opportunity to tell the world about your club and your mission. Share your website, highlight some of the things you've done in your city and with your club. This is Black Celebration Series. We are celebrating the work that we've done collectively. If you have some juniors or some racers or somebody, some folks in your club that have, accomplished some things or should be recognized, I share them. I share to Neil. I ask people if they heard of Justin. I just, again, these are people from all over the world. And some may have heard, some may have not. Like if you're a Major Taylor club, you may want to talk about Major Taylor and how your club is doing the work and connecting it back to who he is. So please use this, and don't be afraid if you're hosting more than one ride, have that same conversation again, because it's going to be a totally different 100 to 200 riders. Is not going to be the same audience. So have that conversation again and fully utilize the platform. So you guys should have read about pacing, positioning.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is there what's the protocol on the fence usage? Is there a fence available or no fence?
It's
if
usually
you would
no
like
fence,
a fence, you can have it, but typically I found that the events seem to go smoother without the fence because people kind of get zapped, as I like to call it, and bounced out of the rides. So I think just kind of going back to stating your intended pace usually leads to overwhelming success.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually do no fence. My very first Zwift event was a joint birthday ride for Justin and I, because our birthdays are a few days apart. And I had a fence and it was so much fun. I was pulled really fast with soft pedaling on my end. but then I had a text, like some kind of way my avatar got disconnected and I lost my entire birthday ride. Like I just had to watch them. You know, I had to follow them and just watch them from my computer. So I wouldn't recommend the fence. I've had, like Andrew said, a lot of success doing Black Celebration Series without the fence.
Yeah, and I would say the majority of our rides of this nature don't utilize a fence. It's a lesser used tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions before I pop out. This is Anthony.
Go ahead. Anthony.
Okay. So are these rides banded or unbanded?
Unbanded.
No.
Unbanded, okay. And then how am I going to be able to get my ride going? Are you gonna send me a link or?
So I believe Erica has provided me with all of your all the emails that you use that are associated to your accounts. So based on the calendar times that you provided us, we have gone in and started to build out those events. So by the end of the day tomorrow, you should be able to open up your Zwift Companion app and you should see yourself already enrolled in the events at the times and dates that you provided to us. Our team is working on those final details overnight and into tomorrow. They're in our UK office. So I would say probably by lunchtime tomorrow, all that information should be available to you. So if you're not seeing that tomorrow, reach out, but it should happen seamlessly within the next 24 hours.
Okay, and that's gonna be through Companion or on the site itself?
It'll be on Zwift Companion, but if you log into the event, like into the game, say on a computer, you'll see it says like upcoming events.
Okay.
And you'll see that you've already like sort of auto enrolled for that ride.
Okay, great, thanks.
Right, so you'll see it there. So the events are there, but you're not, that's what Andrew's talking about. They're working overnight to put the different hosts inside.
Yeah,
each
so
event.
each
Go
one of
ahead.
these like event headers, the images will populate with the club that's leading a ride. So you'll see like Black Celebration Series, Major Taylor, or Push and Watts, etc. And then if you click into that event, you'll see who the ride leader is, and that'll automatically assign to the time slots that you've all agreed to.
Right, so this right here is Major Taylor's, all of you guys' rides.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna send you guys this actual link until Zwift is finished customizing it with all of your information. So just so you guys can see that the outline is there, the events are there, but it's not customized to your clubs just yet. So that's what will be done by noon tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll follow up with you in the morning, Erica, just to confirm that that's finished.
Wait a minute, let me just ask a quick question. I thought when I was reading the document that it said that we must sign up for our own rides.
Yes.
So is that still true?
Yes. Yes, you have to go, just like you do any other event, go and join that ride from your companion or from your computer. Even though you're the host, you still have to go join that ride.
But you'll be you don't have to do anything special beyond that. You will automatically be, your email is linked to being the ride leader. So it gives you those special privileges that a normal participant wouldn't have.
Right. Correct. So any other questions? Oh, well, let's talk about Andrew, just the overall understanding or just overall process of how Black Celebration Series will be launched and what we can expect to see starting tomorrow and moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So the website is pretty much finalized with the exception of the event being specifically named out to the clubs. And we've begun to roll out an announcement email. So if you are signed up for on our email list, you should have or should be receiving an email within the next 12 hours if you haven't already, announcing the series, talking a bit about each club that's represented here today, mentioning that these are the clubs that we're super excited to be partnering with this year, a little blurb about, who Major Taylor is, who Bank City is, et cetera, that we kind of pulled from that Q&A questionnaire that was sent around. Starting tomorrow, there won't be any other major announcements tomorrow, but then Saturday we'll start our social promotion. So there'll be a bunch of pushes through Twitter, Facebook, Strava, Instagram, promoting the events, promoting the rides, and that'll continue all through the month.
Right. All righty.
Great, folks. I'm going to tap out. Thanks a lot.
Great to
Thank
meet
you.
you. Enjoy the race.
Good luck.
What else was I going to say? At the end of a ride as well, there will be a completion email. If you've ridden on Zwift before and ridden an event, it's very similar to that. Basically, thanking you for joining, a little bit of information about the club that you rode with that day, and then a link to join that club in Zwift if you want to. So our hope is that you all start to see value in building your club bases on the Zwift platform, as well as obviously gaining, a little bit more of a global audience around what you're doing, and just really promoting, the cool clubs and cool work that you've been doing in your local communities and around the country.
Right. Any questions? No? Okay. Okay, well, I don't have anything else to add. Please, guys, if you can still go to the calendar and add rides, okay? So I don't want you to think that that's it. So at some point during February, if you want to add a ride, go ahead and put it on the calendar, but also shoot me an email so I can make sure that things are done on the back end to add you guys as ride leaders. Okay. During your week. I know each one of you have your week. And if Major Taylor, if you decide Wednesday came and you want to do an extra ride on your Sunday, let me know. Same with you, Carter. Same with you, Rodney and Mike, as well as Bank City. So you're not, you're not closed off. You can, as long as a slot is there, or if the time need to shift just a little bit, put that in the email as well. Give me that ride leader and their email so we can get you inside the game.
Yeah, the time slots on that calendar are really just optimized for when we find sort of peak usage on the platform. So if that's like a hesitation or an issue for you or any of your club members, and there's a time that somebody really wants to do a ride and they just can't make those times work, just let us know and just let Erica know. And Erica, please feel free to share my email. If there are other questions or technical issues, if as anyone's getting set up for a ride or just trying to figure out, you're playing around on Zwift later this week or next week, trying to just familiarize yourself. If you're not, a well-versed Zwifter, I'm more than happy to pick up the phone, exchange some emails, some texts, whatever helps you guys have like the best experience and give out the best experience. I'm totally game to lend a hand.
Yes, go ahead.
Question: How do they do the Zwift when they have the screen up and like the ride be here and the rider be here and they got the Zwift background and things like that?
You mean the rider view?
He's talking about streaming software like open broadcast software like OBS. That's what you want to look into. It's a free piece of software. I use it all the time for streaming Zwift and all kinds of. Okay. It's pretty easy to set up. Watch a couple YouTube videos. So you get it done pretty quick.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So before we get off the line, two things I want to.
Jason has a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Any guidelines around using Discord? I
Not at all.
I understand chatting and typing as the ride leader and communicating and asking questions, keep that group engaged. But is there anything to promote, your Discord? You're promoting your club, but your Discord so people can talk verbally?
If you want to use Discord, we are totally aligned with using it. Jason, my ask is, will you just let me know, or maybe we can connect after the fact via email over the next few days. I would just want to add that Discord link to the event descriptions
Oh,
so that when people are signing up, they have easy access to joining it
Yeah.
in advance. But yeah, we've been working pretty closely with Discord now for the last few months to better integrate it, as we find it's a super useful tool for the reasons you just mentioned.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
It's so
So
nice.
yeah, just follow up with Erica and I, and I'll make sure that if that's something that you or any of the other rides from Major Taylor want to incorporate, we can get you rolling.
That's what we usually do. Most of our Zwift ride with our group. We all on Discord. It's easy to communicate.
Yeah, my one I guess exception to this is recognize that if you are using Discord, not everybody on the ride may opt into wanting to be on the Discord. So I'd still highly suggest communicating using the chat function.
Primary, I would take it as the primary typing chat in game is the primary source of communication, and Discord is just secondary. Extra.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think that's a perfect approach.
I understand.
Cool. That was just my one flag.
Okay.
Hey, Andrew.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Carter.
Sorry. Hey,
No, go ahead.
bring me some swag Saturday, Andrew.
I wish I would have known earlier. If I knew that somebody from this group was coming to the gala, I would. Well, let me see. No promises, but I will see. I won't be in the office tomorrow, but I will see if some of my other coworkers who are coming can get you styled out.
Hook it up.
Okay. So when we first met, I told everybody that the very last weekend of February, that's Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th, that is the official Black Celebration Series ride where we all come together, all the clubs, all the organizations, and we ride together. But we have to decide if a Saturday or a Sunday is the best day. What do you guys think? Let's take a quick poll now.
What
Sunday,
time?
you think? We'll talk about the time a little bit
Sunday
later,
for
but
me.
right now let's pick a day.
Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday? For me, Sunday is better as well.
That's the
Sunday,
20th.
Sunday? Okay,
Sunday
cool.
the 26th.
The 26th. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll
26th.
circle back. I'll circle back on the time. So do you guys prefer to use our Sunday morning riding time or after that, like the afternoon?
Morning. Coffee
Morning.
ride style morning.
I'll do mornings.
Yeah,
Morning.
coffee
Yeah,
ride in the
morning.
morning.
Okay.
I'm either. I'm flexible.
Okay, great. All right, so we'll circle back to that maybe in another week or so. So right now we have Sunday, Andrew, locked
Okay,
in
perfect.
for that. Yeah. I did ask Rasan if he can join us for that, but he'll be doing a race. He'll be traveling to a race for the 25th, 26th weekend. So we're trying to figure something else out on how he can participate during Black Celebration Series. So he is joining us for the series. We're still hashing out how. So
Cool. Amazing.
Yeah. But that's it. I wanted to remind everybody about that very last celebration ride. I do encourage, if you can join anyone else's ride. Major Taylor Chicago is jumping it off actually Sunday, prior to the official launch, which is it Monday? The official launch is Monday.
We've shifted our comms to align with promoting Sunday as the kickoff.
Okay, so yeah, so Major Taylor is kicking it off Sunday. If any of you guys are available for anybody else's ride, please, if you yourself don't support, blast it out to your club, and let's support each other's ride. But Sunday, the 26th, we all will be there. Okay.
Looking forward to it.
All righty. So that's it for this meeting, unless anybody have any more questions or comments. That's it. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you all.
This is going to be another awesome year for Black Celebration Series.
Forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait to jump into some rides with you all. And
Yeah.
again, please fire off some questions if they come up after this to Erica, and I'm happy to help out any way I can.
Yep.
Make this as best as we can.
All right.
All right.
I just want to I have a comment about Terry, Omer, and Fernando Ramirez. You guys are supposed to stay at 2.0. Watch for
Yes.
1.5 to 2.
Yes, that's fine.
Stay under 2. No 3, 4. No. Right.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Carter, if you want, you can reach out to me and I can talk to you through how to do all the OBS stuff.
Okay.
Happy to help.
All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jason.
Awesome. Take care, guys. Have a good evening.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone.
Great meeting. Thank you so much.